All right, good afternoon, traders. Today is July 25th, 2024. My name is John Carrigan. I moderate the BYOB trading room. All right, let's go take a look at some charts. Had a wild day in the SPY. All right, let's look at the SPY on the 10 for the first part. Let you know our pivot today was 543.76. You can see price action came right back to it and bounced away once, twice, couple times. See, it bounced away there. So you can see the pivot was an important number for the market today. Okay, so we'll move this out of the way. On the 10-minute, we have a 10-minute downtrend. On the 2-hour, oh, that's messy. Let's try this one. All right, on the 2-hour, we still have a 2-hour downtrend. And we still have a gap that's unfilled underneath here down to 536.91. We have an open gap down to 536.91. All right, so there's SPY 2-hour downtrend daily chart. Let's go look at the daily chart. Lower high, lower low, closing underneath bearish trap, underneath the 17 EMA. Broke the lows, definitely in a downtrend. We got a lower high and a lower low. So there's SPY. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say a lot of the other stuff is probably going to look the same. All right, so massive reversal today in SPY. We came down, we opened up here, came down into the middle of the gap, then rallied out of it all the way back over the pivot. Didn't quite touch all-time high anchor VWAP, then came back to the pivot, got underneath it, waffled around, tried to get over it, couldn't, and then rolled over. So there's SPY. Let's take a look at QQQ. QQQ, same thing, downtrend, okay? Got lower highs, lower lows right here. Lower high, lower low, closing under bearish trap underneath the 17 EMA. QQQ, downtrend. FNGU, downtrend. Still in a downtrend. Okay, lower low, lower high, closing under the bearish trap underneath the 17 EMA. FNGU getting on some minor support right there. So maybe a bounce tomorrow. I was looking for a bounce today right on this support right through here. Now we've got a whole lot of support, a couple months of support coming in right through here. So we'll see what they want to do. FNGU, let's take a look at Diamond Dow, still in an uptrend. Diamond Dow, higher low, higher high, closing under bearish trap, under 17 EMA. IWM, higher low, higher, that looks like a higher high, closing over the bullish trap, over the 17 EMA. All right, nice bull flag up there on IWMs. Take a look at the technicals. Okay, for today's price action, this would be the 25th. Okay, we rallied up out of the seller's chop zone. Okay, and then we found our way on top of the midpoint, pulled back, tested the midpoint. And from there, we just started making some higher lows and some higher highs and some higher lows, some higher highs. We found ourselves up in the buy zone at noon o'clock, and then kind of rolled over for the pullback to VWAP, and it just got, they forgot what their target was because they went way too far. All right, so T2122 showing a head and shoulders pattern on the T2122 for tomorrow morning. T2123, all right, so little red, nice big rally, came back down, and made another little lump. Okay, so showing a head and shoulders pattern on T2123. Still in bull flag mode. Did we hit a new all-time high? Almost. Not quite. Almost a new all-time high today on T2123. Still up over that 200 SMA. It's not far. It's capable of making that new all-time high. It's very, very close. Okay, T21 3 bar 3 more green candles. Still up over the 200 SMA. Got a bull flag. It's raining cats and dogs here. FNGU indicator. All right, so we got a little bit of selling, kind of just like the SPY. And then we had a rally up over VWAP, and then we pulled back and we came up and floated under VWAP. So still trying to get up over this 200 SMA. Look how we got shot down right there. Okay, like to get up over 200 SMA. So there's FNGU. Let's take a look at the markets. Let's take a look at energy, USO. I may get a lightning strike and lose power, all right? So if that happens, I'll have to finish it up on my own. I just had a power outage earlier. All right, USO still in a downtrend. Okay, outside day, higher high, lower low, closing under the bearish trap, under the 17 EMA. USO downtrend. UNG still in a downtrend. Lower high, lower low, closing under bearish trap underneath the 17 EMA. Thanks, Robert. You have a great day. Malcolm, thank you. Wild day, yes. All right, let's take a look at silver and gold, SLV. Silver now in a downtrend. We broke the lows right through here. Silver in a downtrend. Lower high, lower low, closing underneath the bearish trap underneath the 17 EMA. Okay, silver now enters downtrend status. Gold, kind of a flaky downtrend, but I'm going to just keep it in the uptrend right now. It would be different if that candle was below the 17, but it's above it. So gold still in an uptrend, just barely. I mean, unless they do another, we'll see what happens here. Gold, lower high, lower low, closing underneath the bearish trap underneath the 17 EMA. So gold in the flaky downtrend, silver in the downtrend, USO in a downtrend, UNG in a downtrend, SPY in a downtrend, FNGU in a downtrend, QQQ in a downtrend, Diamond Dow and IWM uptrends, T2123 uptrends. All right, so let's take a look at SMH. SMH breaks the low, downtrend. Okay, so we got semiconductors in a downtrend. Small caps and mid caps, uptrend. Big caps, downtrend. XLK, downtrend. Technology, now in a downtrend. XLF is the last one, and then IYT. XLF, still in an uptrend, hanging in there tough, right? Way to go. Today's price action, higher low, higher high, closing underneath a bearish trap, but above the 17 EMA. I had to squint my eyes to see that one. Let's take a look at IYT. IYT, outside day, lower low, higher high, closing under the bearish trap, under the 17 EMA. IYT getting a little bounce on the trend line. That's that diagonal support right there, that angled support, diagonal support right there. All right, Mel's got a question, and Mel says she had 458 puts sold when it came to the pivot, made some profits, but see the SPY continued lower. Yes, it did, Mel. Can I spell correction? Court coin? No, I cannot. Court coin. Alfred Duck. Correction. Oh, I think he means correction. Markets being corrected. Yeah. Very good. Yeah, I got you, Robert. Yeah, it was a joke. I got you. I'm a little slow, but I got it. Anyways, that's it for today in the markets. SPY, let's look at it on the 15. Let's look at it on a clean chart. So here's today's price action. Okay. So we came down here. Wrong one. Let's try it again. All right. So here's today's price action. We started out here. Okay. We took out that green candle. floated all the way down to, see if I can lift this just a little bit. All right. Floated all the way down into the gap. All right. And then we ripped up out of the gap. Couldn't make a higher high. Okay. And I really thought we would get a bull flag pullback, and then because they failed to fill gap here, a higher high at the end of the day. But because we didn't make a higher high, I left a caveat up there that, because we didn't make a higher high, there's a chance we pull back to VWAP, maybe even today's open, yesterday's close, and maybe even low of day. And wouldn't you know it, it melted down all the way to low of day. So there you go. So there's a bear 180 right there. All right, right on the support. So I think we get a lot of consolidation in through here tomorrow. I think it gets wild and whippy. If you want to know what the pattern I think tomorrow's going to be, I think we finally fill the gap tomorrow, and then maybe extend it just a little bit more, and then I think we're going to get some of this wild and whippy action, right? Kind of like this, and they could be really big swings, traders, up to the pivot, back down to gap fill or the gap, up to the pivot, and then like this. That's what I think it does all day, just like that. Wild, long swings. Now the pivot's 453, gap fill's 536. It might be just one up and one back the whole day, kind of like this. All right, or it could be several up. A couple up and back. All right, so we'll see what happens. But I think it's a lot of this, and I think it all happens underneath the pivot, which would be right here. So you're prepared for tomorrow. Okay, kind of like right about there. See that 543.30? See where that came up right there? See that bearish engulfing? That would be probably the top of the range. And this 537.09, probably the bottom of the range. Don't be surprised if they spike a little wick up there or spike a little tail down here. So that's what I think happens tomorrow between 543 and 537. I don't know how many times they make this trip, but we'll see. And by the way, I'm just going to say GDP came out today. That was the main event. GDP was good. Jobless claims were good. I mean, if I was a president or the economic advisor for the president, I would say that those are good numbers. So, not quite 3.0, but still better than 2.5, and increasing and improving. So, it's all up to the dollar. You get a weak dollar, you're going to have a better GDP. Why? Our goods and services are going to be more competitive. So it's not much they can do. It's really all up to the dollar. All right, traders, that's it. I'm glad y'all hung out with me today. I hope you made some money. Had several scenarios to make some money. All right. I put the entries up in the room. If you didn't make money today, please get with me so I can help you out. All right. I'll be glad to donate 15, 20, 30 minutes of my time to get you on the right path. All right? Everybody have a beautiful evening. I'll see you all at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Thanks, Mel. All right? Thank you. Thank you, B12. Thank you. How to contact? You got my email. Just email me. John@byobtrading.com. Or send me a direct message. Thanks, Ron. Thanks, Alan. Thanks, Brad. I saw a lot of traders made some money today. That was a good feeling for me. I like it if the people in my room are making money. That's important to me. Yep. Malcolm even made some money. Stefan made some money. Way to go, guys. I love it. All right. I'll see you tomorrow. 8 o'clock. Everybody have a wonderful evening.